I've built quite a few strange things in my garage before, being a hunter and all, but never anything like this. This is my first movie set. My daughter's a filmmaker and she's making a Star Wars fan film short. You might think that means grabbing a camcorder and rushing out into the backyard to make a cheesy movie. Not so. This 5-minute film has a budget of $15,000 and has a professional cast and crew of more than 20 people. Script development and pre-production took nearly a year. Now that shooting's done, it will take several more months before we see the final product. For those familiar with Star Wars, this is supposed to be the interior of the Imperial base on Endor shortly after the final battle in Return of the Jedi. It has been taken over by Rebel forces, and this area has been converted into a medical bay. So with all these professionals working on the film, how did I get the job of building this set? Well, I work cheap. Really cheap. As in free. Let me clarify, I work for my daughter for free. If you want me to build you a movie set, it will cost you. If you've ever looked at any of these Star Wars fan films on YouTube, you'll notice that they rarely use sets. Usually they're shot outdoors in nature, which is not bad. The reason is that sets are hard to do well. They take time and money to build, and need excellent lighting to make them look good. But to try to set this film apart, we wanted an actual set. You're looking at it right now with just our normal indoor garage lights, but during shooting it was lit with virtually a truckload of professional lights. Construction took about a month. It's made primarily of plywood underlayment, particle board, foam, and 2x4s. Some portions had to be very sturdy to accommodate stunts, such as people being thrown into walls, which made it tricky. Not only needed to look good, but be usable as well. These lights in the walls are a signature Star Wars look. To do that, we had to build a new wall about 6 inches out from the real garage wall. We cut holes in it with the pattern we wanted and then used LED strip lights to illuminate them. The strip lights were actually attached to the back of the faux wall. The light bounced off sheets of white poster board stapled to the real garage wall behind. To complete the look, we covered the holes with sheets of parchment paper to diffuse the light. Cutting out all the foam pieces to detail the walls was a miserable job. There was foam dust everywhere, including all over me. This area here was used for a stunt where an actor crashed into the glass of this cabinet. We used a beautiful piece of breakaway glass that you can see shattered here. It was actually our second sheet, as the first one broke in shipping and had to be replaced. Consider that this was a 360-degree set. I built one panel that could be moved so that people could leave the garage. That also meant that since all of the real walls were covered, access to power outlets was difficult. I had to cut out little panels like this one that could be removed so that we could plug things into the sockets behind. Since this is a Star Wars fan film, obviously there will be a lot of special effects. Post-production takes a long time, so we're still several months away from having a finished film. We're excited for everyone to see it, however, and we'll be sure to link to it when it's done.